Success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. Everyone makes a mistake in their life. Without making mistakes, there would be nothing to be taught about right or wrong. Some mistakes just happen to be more serious than others. These mistakes sometimes lead to becoming part of the criminal justice system. Some do not learn from their mistakes, though, and repetitively continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. But there are a large handful of people that do learn. These people are wise, and these are the men that we need to respect, much like the men that we communicated with this semester at IRA. The Indiana Reentry Educational Facility Service Learning Project brings this motion into an educational experience that has taught me that an individual titled as a felon does not mean that they are a person of lesser value. But for the majority, a person is paying the price for a mistake made, and they are gaining wisdom as they pay their time. One of the biggest misconceptions in today's world is that all men who go to prison are a menace to society, and they are no good. Through this experience at IRA, I, as well as my classmates, have gotten the opportunity to experience firsthand the type of people that they actually are. Besides the identification that they have to wear, and the fact that they cannot leave the facility as we do, they are no different than us. They are just average people that made a mistake sometime in their life, a simple mistake that earned them the title as a felon, and branded them as the lowest people in society. As I have gotten to experience through the Service Learning Project, I have learned that they are not all bad. They are simply paying the price for what they did, and continuously trying to better themselves for when they are let back out into society. The Indianapolis Reentry Educational Facility is by far a unique facility. As well as unique by its title, it is also a great way for these residents to educate themselves and prepare for their reentry. Toastmasters is one of the programs that residents can participate in, a simple speech club that allows the men to expand their education and speaking skills that will allow them the opportunity to be a better communicator when they arrive in the outside world, outside the barbed wire fences of IRA. Service learning in this program has allowed an education for both us as criminal justice students as well as for the residents that participated with us to learn how society has changed, as well as simply allowing them to have a slim contact with the outside world. These men have gone through the system only seeing the inside of their cells and the other felons that they live with on a daily basis. Without any contact with the outside world, it blinds them and diminishes their ability to associate themselves with society that they will be thrown back into. With a simple appearance of our participation in the meetings, I have learned who these men actually are. Simple conversations such as what cell phones are like, so that these men can have an idea about what to talk about with their children, to Christmas ideas that they can get their families when they join them. This is what my experience has been based around, helping the residents as they provide me the opportunity to improve my speaking skills, as well as changing my implicit bias I have learned that is wrong. At the beginning of the semester, I was actually quite weary about attending IRA. I did not understand what the importance of it was until the past couple meetings. As I was sitting at a table with one of the residents, he leaned over to me after a speech and told me something that really sunk in and portrayed why it is that we are actually there. He said, "Just remember that we are not all bad. We are all good guys that made a simple mistake sometime in our life. I want you to remember that when you get into your career as a law enforcement officer, that not everyone is bad. Some people just make mistakes, like everybody else, and it will sadly follow me for the rest of my life." This was the first time I got a personal experience, but one of them truly opened up to me, and revealed what I was there to learn and eliminate. The implicit bias that I had walked through the doors on the first day about the people in prison was incorrect and wrong. This was my take from the Service Learning Project, and it will follow me into my career as a law enforcement officer. Just because someone made a simple mistake, either at the present or in the past, does not mean that they are any less than anyone else. The fact of the matter is that all men make mistakes. Some are greater than others. But the ones that learn from their mistakes are wiser, and do not need to be looked down upon because of their mistakes.